Hello everyone, my name is Trent Dressel. I am the VP of Sales at D&D Wholesale Supply. You can verify my LinkedIn if you want to check me out. I have made 70,000 cold calls, and today I'm going to put on an absolute clinic on the phones. We have 30 call tasks queued up. A few of these tasks are people that hung up on me yesterday during the 100 live cold call video. So you got to check that one out after this. So we're going to call them back today, and I sent out about 20 fresh emails this morning. All of those tasks are queued up. So as warm as it gets, let's get started.
Sorry. Rosina Valentovich.
We'll call her back. Sometimes you got to double call people, and people, if it rings like that, I'll call them back in the afternoon.
Good morning, Mark's Corporate. How may I direct your call?
Hey, good morning. May it be directed to Tom Roth, please?
Tom Roth?
That's right.
Pharmacy Administration, it's Christina. How may I help you?
Hey, Christina, this is Trent from D&D Wholesale Supply. Hope you've been well. We had spoken about 2 weeks ago when Tom was out of the office. I wanted to see if he was available right now for me to introduce myself.
He actually just left too.
Oh, really? Headed out to lunch or something?
Yeah.
Nice. A day after the solar eclipse party, so I missed him. Well, I'll have to try back maybe later this afternoon, but I appreciate your help.
Okay, no problem.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I had to try and work in the eclipse joke, and it absolutely backfired. She did not like that. I think she made that up, that he's out again. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm not going to log that task, and we'll call him back later. Okay, so this prospect hung up on me yesterday, and I spoke with him. So I'm going to call him back. I've got that heart beating right now because more than likely I'm going to get absolutely depleted, body bagged on this call.
Hi, you've reached Matt Schellenbarger. Please leave a message.
Okay. No answer. Well, that time will come when we have to confront that.
Please leave your message for...
Good. Pacific time. Some Pacific time catching people in the morning.
Sean Bueller.
So right now it's Tuesday, April 9th, 11:17 a.m. CST. I'm calling people in all time zones across the entire United States of America. I'm feeling really optimistic about this call block. I'm feeling fresh.
Your call has been forwarded to...
The reason I make these videos is because I actually like to cold call, and I love to make YouTube videos. If I was the last person on earth, I would still make videos because I just like to do it. And I really do believe I have a special talent when it comes to cold calling. So I like to demonstrate my process, share with you exactly what I say. And I read and respond to all the comments on my videos. And yesterday's video, 100 live cold calls, a lot of people found encouragement from the fact that I didn't even set any meetings. I made a bunch of calls, only had a handful of answers, because that's the reality of this job. Most of the time you do not get results. And rather than giving up or using that reality of the difficulty of this job as a reason to quit or work less hard, for me, it's even more of a reason to double down on activity, make more calls, be more enthusiastic, and remain positive regardless of any results. And that is why I like to do it. The video yesterday, the monetization got screwed up because one of the ringtones had a copyright in it. Of course, that usually happens. So I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the... All right, we're back. I've realized whenever I put my hands up or my thumb up, like you just saw that emoji come up on the screen, it freezes the video. So basically, I'm never raising my hands again. And I have no need because I need my fingers on my keypad to actually make the calls. Let's go.
Hi, you've reached the cell phone of...
We're calling cell phones, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get some live conversations. We got to get some set meetings. We're in search of pipeline.
You've reached Alan.
It was interesting. Some of the comments on yesterday's video, people didn't like my enthusiasm. They said, Trent, why are you so excited to be a telemarketer? And I said, why would I not be excited to be making some cold calls? Cold calling is like playing the lottery, but you can't lose. So if I'm going to have a habit, a vice per se, it might as well be cold calling, because if I set this meeting and I end up closing the deal, I get paid. We have nothing to lose.
You've reached Victoria.
We have absolutely nothing to lose. Fortunately, that contact, I sent her an email this morning and the email bounced. So I added her to a call only sequence, and luckily we have the correct phone number by the sound of it.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right. Hopefully we can avoid any copyright strikes with the ringtones. For some reason, some of these organizations have a special ringtone that gives me copyright strikes on YouTube. Goodbye, monetization.
Hi, you've reached Michelle.
I'm calling right before lunch, which is a bit of a risky strategy. You'll either catch people right before that.
Hello. Thank you for calling NVA Compassion First. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at
Hi, you have...
You would think a phone tree would maybe direct you to the person's actual number. Okay, I've spoken with this guy in the past, and let's see how this goes.
Hello?
Hey, Tolga, this is Trent from D&D Wholesale Supply. How have you been? He hangs up every time. I don't understand. I don't understand why he does that every single time. Well, we'll have to catch him again. I'm going to need to change up the intro, I suppose. It's almost like if you know you're going to get hung up on, would you still make the call? I do. That's what I do.
Hi, it's Dave Graybill. I'm not able to get to my...
You got to bounce back. You got to move on to the next one. It's like if you're the quarterback in football and you throw an interception, you can't lament on the play. You got to move on to the next play. So each call is the next play.
Hi, this is Diane Malbrook. I'm sorry.
A new opportunity. I just don't understand the audacity to hang up. He's hung up on me 3 times in a row. It's insanity.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right. 10 calls left. We need some action. Otherwise, don't even have a phone number for her. Otherwise, what I've done is I've compiled a list of so I'm calling corporations right now that own dozens, hundreds of pharmacies or veterinarians. So I'm calling for big deals. The alternative strategy is I could call direct pharmacies or veterinarians directly on their number that they would use to answer customer calls. So you get an answer 100% of the time. The downside is the deal sizes are much smaller, but I've been building out a list of the best locations I could find in Ohio because that's where our distribution center is. So I'm thinking I'm going to pound that list, and I'm unable to add them to sequence because there's no email or contact. I don't know who the contact is in that situation, which I never love doing, but that's what we may have to do. So that may be the next video where I just hold my phone on speaker and just make those calls.
Sorry, Marla Gunn.
And Marlo's not even the person we were trying to call here. What is going on?
Your call is being...
All right, no problem. On to the next one. I spoke with this guy in the past. So here goes nothing.
Please leave your...
All right, so I'm now calling prospects that I called yesterday, and technically the sequence due date is in the future. But
Please leave your message for...
But I'm just going to rip through all these contacts and call them some more.
Your call has been forwarded.
No problem. Keep calling. We keep showing up.
You have reached the Petco National Support Center. Our office hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday.
The person you are trying to reach is not available.
They will be available eventually.
Your call has been forwarded.
It only takes one. All right, this prospect called me back. Hold on. I don't have my cell phone number. All right.
calling America. How may I help you?
Hey, good morning. May I be transferred to Kristen CVT, please?
Okay, sure. I do apologize. I would not be able to get you connected, but I can take your information and have someone reach back out to speak with you. May I ask, are you calling to are you wanting to reach our corporate office or one of our hospitals?
Oh, that's right. I was looking to reach your corporate office. She had given me a call back yesterday, and I thought this would be the best number to reach her. Is there a better number to reach the corporate office at, or her directly?
Oh, okay, sir. No, unfortunately, I don't have another number, but I can take your information and for a message and have Kristen reach back out to speak with you.
No, it's okay. I'll save you the trouble. I don't want you to have to pass along my information. I had her mobile number when she had returned my call, so I'll just try that. But I appreciate your help.
Okay, of course. I will go ahead and advise of your call either way. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
It's all a joke. Like so she called me back yesterday and her mobile's in my inbox. I'm going to pull that afterwards, but it's like, you can't pass me along. Come on. That's why I had to, it was kind of snarky of me to say, I've got the mobile number, and she's like, well, I'll pass it along regardless. Well, she doesn't even know who I am. She's going to reach out and say, hey, Kristen, someone was calling you. Man, it's all good fun. So I added her to a call only sequence. That's interesting. Okay. I guess that is what happens with the gatekeeper. That's a gatekeeper. Live example of a gatekeeper.
Hello, this is Kim Fox in long-term care billing. Unfortunately,
Yep, that's not even who we're trying to speak with. Yeah, we've got some. So these last few calls, the data quality is just garbage. I've got them in call-only sequences.
Thank you for calling Solio. How may I help you?
Hey, good morning. May I be transferred to Logan Brandt, please?
May I ask who's speaking?
This is Trent from D&D Wholesale Supply.
DND?
That's right.
All right. Hold on just a moment.
Thank you.
I'm instructed to get a contact number from you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'd love to give you my contact number.
Go ahead.
740.
Okay. And your name is Trent.
Trent, VP of Sales, D&D Wholesale. And just brief context, the reason I was reaching out is we're a manufacturer of pill vials. We specialize in that item. And I noticed that Logan was a procurement specialist, so I figured he may oversee that item. So I just wanted to introduce myself and see if we might be able to do a cost comparison or if there's any other partnership opportunities to help.
Okay. I'll get the message to him.
Thank you.
Sure. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So what just happened is I called, and then the gatekeeper said, what's your name? And then they put me on a nice ringtone, which I'm going to need to try and edit that out because I keep getting copyright violations because these ringtones apparently are owned by someone else. So they're like, Trent, you can't monetize with these ringtones. So I'm going to edit that out. And then she basically called the guy. She's like, hey, I got Trent from D&D on the line. Do you want to speak with him? He's like, nope. And then she's like, give me your contact information. So that's that. That was 30 live cold calls, actually about 29 because we did not have one or two of the numbers. Sometimes I question if I should even post these videos because there's no live conversations, there's no meeting set. But I know that there's a handful of people out there who are also in a similar situation when you're not seeing results, you're working from home, you're trying to make things happen. You're doing all the right things. You're controlling what you can control. And you're not alone. That's my existence nowadays is my definition of success has changed. When you're working for a big tech company selling software, it's a linear progression upward, SDR to AE, AE and enterprise to AE, and then leadership. And then you're part of this big brand, all these resources. Whereas when you're doing a more entrepreneurial venture or working for a small business, it's up, down, diagonal, sideways, backwards. Some days are challenging because you just simply don't see results and there's no one there to offer you encouragement besides yourself. So you got to keep yourself going. I am feeling more encouraged as I speak out loud to myself. And hopefully some of you enjoy being part of my process. We're going to continue to call, continue to set meetings. And that is another day of cold calling. I'm going to make some more. I got to do some more prospecting, load up my sequence, get some more emails out, and hit it hard again this afternoon. That's the plan.